Alright, NoGoodGamer here. Welcome back for some Palworld. Started off by hatching this egg that I left going. Ended up being a Mammarest. Second one I've gotten so far from a huge rodent egg. During this episode, I kind of just do a whole bunch of exploration, collecting eggs, doing a little bit of expansion, and moving forward. But it looks like this second one has Hydromaniac as well as Heavyweight. Heavyweight, I think, is just a basic one that goes with those. Um, Got this large dark egg that I've been holding on to for a little bit that I had found. Plus, I got a few more regular dark eggs. I'm pretty sure they're all going to end up being Depressos because they were the ones I collected around that Depresso nest I found in the previous episode. Go ahead and finally got through all my upgrades, so now I can get a second base, which means that here soon I'm going to be setting up what I call my metal base. At least the first one. But I do need metal like right now, so jumping on my rush boar. I really like the new way that they break down instead of running through. Took the opportunity to go do a few bosses, decided to go for this guy first. Figured it'd be fairly easy because we're around the same level and I've got fire. Felt even more confident with that damage, but then I remembered I haven't put any real armor. So while I was trying to finish this up, I died. But I got the kill. And I'm a weenie, and I play on no drops. But I learned that if that happens and you're running on no drops, or even if you are on drops, you can come back and still get the boss drops, even if it's in one of these little dungeony areas. Moved on over to this guy, the Gumas, or Gumas, whatever you want to call it. I was thinking about actually hitting it with a orb, but I stopped shooting, and the burn tick took that last chunk, so... Oh well, got the boss kill. Go ahead and do these. Definitely got my research lab finally, and stone. And yeah, I think I'll go with the heavyweight module. For now, at least. While running around, I found one of these again. I really like these. They give you a nice, cool cinematic view of the area around you, and they open up a large chunk of the map. Come back, get that large egg after doing a whole bunch of running around. This one ended up being a loop moon. I think that's the second one I've gotten so far. The first one I got ended up being actually alpha, which is kind of cool. But this is a spot that I like to use for my metal. It took me a minute to find it. I marked the wrong spot on the map initially. But as you can see, there's metal chunks all over the place, and there's a good spot to the side where I can build without inhibiting their ability to respawn. Took the opportunity just to catch another one of these just cause. XP, you know. Got this guy built up. And then I head back to my main base, because what I like to do is rather than getting a whole bunch of materials, I like to build up the stuff where I know I can build it, that I'm going to need at another base. Get them all up. That was as much as I could build at the moment. I'll have to do a little farming, but then I come through, and if they are still ghosted, you just cancel, pick up the materials that got put in them, and then the ones that did get built, you just break them back down. So now you have the exact amount of the stuff that you need for when you're at another base. So then you just come back over, use that to start building up. I like to put my chest and my smelting closer to this. Second egg. Told you there would be a Depresso. And then, let's see, this one is also Depresso. Got my research built up, working on handicraft first since I'm the cheater that brought my Anubis from my initial playthrough. And then I was out doing some more exploration while letting my metal base work, and I found another one of these guys, these dire howls, but it says rampaging on top. I didn't notice that till towards the end. These dudes are insanely strong. Like, they put a lot of the boss characters to shame. He's only level 11, and he's like whooping down my level 16 Mammorest that has like 20% bonus defenses. I've pretty much maxed out all his fighting capability stuff from just the tier 1 souls, and I had a whole bunch of his affection turned up so he had even better stats. And even still, like, this thing is insane. I was trying to, hide behind the rocks for a while and let him do his thing, but even that hit me, and I didn't realize how low my Mammorest was getting. Decided to take out this extra dire howl that was kind of probably going to end up interrupting the fight a little bit. But it's like, my Mammorest did decent damage, but then out of nowhere, he does that, decides he wanted to come after me. Luckily there's a wall in the way. I've been killed by one of these already. Still nailing him, he's getting low. And then because of how badass he is, I wanted to capture him, but I don't think you can. And he killed my Mammorest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you cannot capture these guys. Nailed them right in the face, 0% at low health. Oh well. They seem to be worth a decent amount of experience, though. And while I was over here, I could hear the sparkling of a Lucky. And it was a Lucky Sparket. I remembered after that hard fight I should probably be careful, because Luckies tend to have different types of abilities that make no sense. Like having mud on electric. Burn him down, keep my distance, and then luckily a Mega Sphere is enough to capture him, since he's a normal Sparket would only take a blue sphere to capture, so usually as long as you step up 1 to 2 above that for your Luckies, and usually you can capture them just fine. Came up on this Arsox boss fight. Kind of been looking for somebody who can do my cooking that has a better, cooking ability. Using what I've got so far is only level 1 on kindling. These dudes, if I remember correctly, have like level 2 or 3. Unfortunately, I don't have any like water dudes with me. But luckily, Liftmonk's submachine gun doesn't do water damage, it just does damage, like normal damage. Oh, I'm low. I'm low. Now we're pulling some Dark Souls moves and rolling around. I had to lock in for the last half of this fight just so that I wouldn't die. This comes back to the whole issue of me saying I'm still running straight basic cloth armor. I only have 870 health, and I just started putting stats into my health because I was initially putting them into carry weight and into energy so I could sprint. Switch back to my Dire Howl. I hate how much that thing tracks sometimes. I think he's low enough. 64. We'll see. I'll spam these until I catch them. definitely gotta be ready for those, because he likes to shoot at you as soon as he comes out. Ooh, nice. And of course he has Slacker. Are you kidding me? I guess I'll have to do the normal and go probably find a, I think they're called like Wixias or something like that. It's the fire cat. Pretty sure I know where they are unless they change their habitat, but I'll go look for one of those later. Maybe not in this episode, we'll see. Finally started working on my Nightwing saddle, so letting that go for a minute. Nightwing's not the greatest flyer, but you know how it goes. Early on, you kind of just need a flyer in general. And then, yeah, this Slacker is so annoying. Yeah, because he has level 3. It makes him literally worse than the Fox Sparks. Even though he has level 3. And then a while back, I got this blueprint for a purple crossbow, which is at 448 damage. Better than anything else I got right now, so went ahead and started crafting that, and then once this guy started crafting, I realized just how long it's going to take, so kind of let that do its thing for a while I decided to do other things. And that large damp egg finished incubating, so let's see, and it's a Pen King. I didn't happen to get the one from the boss, was it the boss portal or whatever, boss room, whatever you want to call him. Didn't get him, but I got a regular one from somewhere else. That's cool, I guess. I was kind of hoping for something different, but whatever. And then somehow or another, I found a huge dragon egg. Got that incubated. And it's a Relaxaurus Lux. Ooh. I don't have room in my inventory, so I thought it was going in there. Oops. I want to see what those stats are on this guy. Level 4 lightning, 3 transport, and it's got abnormal, so nothing too bad, but I think that the level for having his saddle is super high up there, but I think he might be better than the Sparkit, but I'll probably end up using Sparkit down the long run, since he's lucky. Oh, and I forgot to record it, but I went and fought the Doomud boss and caught him. He ended up with Shabby, which is really annoying. And yeah, it looks like level 48 is when I can finally get his missile launcher, so I'll be passing on that for a while. I was trying to get into this thing to get a blueprint out of it, and I kept approaching the door to do whatever puzzle it had. Every time I moved away, this stupid pal just kept disappearing on me, and it took me a second to realize that's the way you open it. You just need to beat this dude up, and that's how you clear it. Got me Ring of Electric Resistance. Oh, once I know I'm fighting an electric boss, I'll probably use that. Or make one. Right next to it was one of these Skutless that I was trying to capture. Had them low, but it's way out of my level range. I think that was the one that was in the trailer where she like turned it into a sword. Just kind of curious about it, but I'll have to wait, I guess. Came over here to come get the Grintail. Finally figured out the whole aim, middle click to get your pals to focus. Pretty sure they switched up what the Tansy machine gun does. It used to be just like the submachine gun for Left Monk, but I guess now when you activate it, he just starts shooting it on his own. I realized I had nothing really good for fighting. I had stuff I was leveling and then mounts. So I was like, well, I'll use him since his negative thing is about, you know, not fighting. I didn't really feel like capturing this guy because I don't really see a use for using him. He's just another filler pal. And like I said, with my armor issues, finally getting some stuff together. It may be cold resistant armor, but this specifically is one of the blueprints I got. So it actually has cold resistance at level 2, and it had fire resistance at level 1, as well as I think it had like attack up small or something like that. So it's a pretty decent one, but because it is another blueprinted gear piece, it's going to take a very long time to craft up. So, and not to mention that he keeps getting distracted and running around, and then we switch to Pen King and then switch back, and it's going to be a very long craft. And to end the episode, I went ahead and hatched these huge verdant eggs, which seem to basically always be Mammorest. Anytime I find huge verdant eggs. Oh, a Braloha. It's one of those new ones. Well, seems cool enough for me. It's something new. They got 5 and 5 on plant and gather. That's pretty neat. And it seems like all the larger ones keep getting heavyweight, too. Alrighty. And after showing you all that, I made sure I let this finish building, so now I've got my cold resistance metal armor. It's got cold resistance level 2, heat resistance level 1, ice damage reduction level 1, and attack up level 1. So I've got a bit of everything on that. This was that blueprinted one I found before. Slapped on a regular metal helm, get some health. Got a primitive sword just because I felt like it. And I finally got my grappling gun, so if I end up too overweight and I can't sprint or anything, I can just kind of zip myself where I need to. But in the next episode, I am more than likely going to finish building out this base, because if you can't tell, I've gotten a good quarter of it done, but the rest of it isn't fully filled out yet, mostly because I had, you know, stuff like this already put down. I've been running my expeditions essentially off camera. I got it built up and just been sending them doing their thing while I've been doing other stuff. Pretty sure I forgot to record any points of actually doing the missions, except for like maybe one point. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot. And if you haven't actually played Palworld, or at least haven't played since they put in that a while back. Whoop, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Let's not destroy my own stuff. But the research thing allows you to increase your ability to do things. So like it'll increase your handiworking by 10%, and then as you go down, like more speed. It even increases attack rate of base piles, materials production, like all kinds of stuff. And it does this for like all of them. So there's plenty of stuff you can go through and research. It does take a while though, because this one like takes 200k. He's essentially the one waterer I have aside from him. But they have a few crops they have to keep watering, so they stop and go back and come back, and it takes time. But with that, I'm going to, more than likely in the next episode, finish off all of these, like I said. And then also, I've been trying to put together some fire pals, so I've got my Tansy Ignis and my Arsox in here. I'll probably be replacing the Ep.3 or the Relaxaurus Lux with something else that can do some fire. Because the Free Pal Alliance Tower is the next goal, so I can push further and get more things unlocked, because we've got a handful of things in our tree that require Tower Free Pal Alliance. Free Pal Alliance, I know it's just a flag, but like it's mostly because stuff on here, so getting the breeding farm is pretty major, because then I can start focusing on getting dudes up that have specific strengths. Yeah, and then it's Brothers of Eternal Pyre after that. Kind of cool. I didn't know there was an extra holster. But that's what I'm working on. So hopefully in the next episode, maybe we'll be getting up to like the 30s, maybe. But definitely I'm going to be working on going for the Free Pal Alliance boss tower. Well, if you like this, unfortunately hyper-condensed episode, and you like seeing some more Palworld work from you know, a basic gamer. I'm not a pro. I'm not like doing tutorials or anything. This is just another regular guy playing a game. I like to play video games, and I figured not everybody wants to always just watch the guys that know absolutely everything and do everything great, unless you're looking up, like, info. If you like what you see and you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to keep on continuing on. Maybe even leave a like. It's always nice to see when people like my stuff. Maybe leave a comment. Maybe you want to see me do something specific in here, especially at whatever levels I'm at. Maybe you even have some kind of tips on something that I'm just completely missing. Let me know. See you guys in the next one.